Everybody, hello. Sorry, we went slightly prematurely. Hi. Cast, go. This is very well prepared, I promise. As you can tell, tonight is it's a bit of a scratch kind of night. It's more of a workshopy thing than a polished final performance, but that's what we're here all about. Let's start it properly, shall we, Ted? Welcome to Showtime, the 5th show, which is very exciting. My name is Kev. This is Teddy. We are one half of ACJ Productions, or for Mark, we're 2 quarters. We are, us, along with Amy's and Clements and the Stage Door, are delighted to present Showtime. It's part of Stage Door, which is a series of events supported by the Arts Council. Thank you very much, Arts Council. And we're here. This particular show is all about presenting brand new musical theatre. The other events that we do, that they do here, we've got stuff for young musicians, scripts. Oh yeah, script in hand. There's loads of really cool stuff. Please check out the website. Have a look at. It's been an amazing program. We've been really lucky to have been doing this since time immemorial. It feels like. But April was it? No, it was earlier than that. February. February was the first one, I think. January, was it? God. Okay, it was January. Thanks, mate. Oh, there we go. The sad news is there are only 2 more shows after this one. So there's 3, but you know, there's only 2 more after this. And actually, Ted and I we were rehearsing last night, and we were feeling a bit reflective. We're really proud to have been able to do this, to kind of bring writers who we've had the privilege of meeting to Southampton and presenting their work. We think, we did a bit of a general tot-up on this, we think we've presented 18 different writers' work to date. Writing teams, yeah. I think we've featured 16 different performers. We've had 3 different sound engineers. And I'm pretty sure George has played 153 different instruments. Actually, because I told him I was going to do that joke, actually tells me it's 11. He's played 11 different instruments for this. It doesn't sound as good then. It's Teddy's fault, though, because he stopped him from doing the 12th last night. So there could have been a 12th. Yeah, it was your fault. Yeah, so you have to come to the next one and hope that he plays a mandolin on the next one. Writers out there, if you could write a mandolin piece, that would be great. Thanks. Cool. Thanks. We have a really cracking show ahead. I don't know if you've seen your programme, but what a cast. I'm going to introduce you to them later, but that's very exciting. But also, we are super excited for you to hear these songs. They're really, really good. We've some amazing writers for you tonight. So please, will you be really loud for... Well, maybe not the first one, but Amy's and Clements. Barlow and Smith. Barrow Ireland. And Matthew Harvey. All of these writing teams have very generously given us their songs. 2 weeks ago, they gave it to us. We sent them out while we were on holiday. We sent them out for these guys, and today we came together for the first time in this room at about 9:45, I think it was, and we've been here rehearsing all day, which is why we look like this. I can't keep saying this, but I'm so excited for you to see this. This is really good. Right. So it works like this. I bring up a writer. We have a bit of an awkward chat. Then we do 3 of their amazing songs. There will possibly be tonight, I think, Ben, can you confirm this? Have we got a world premiere tonight? Yep. So we've definitely got at least 1 world premiere tonight. We might have others, I can't remember. But that's very exciting. So I don't think there's any reason to delay this any further. Let's bring up the first writer. Who could... Oh. Yeah. Well, at least I can introduce Steph Amies. Hello.
Hello, Kevin.
Long time no see. How are you?
I'm all right, thanks.
Good.
How are you?
Good. I'm all right, thanks. First of all, thank you, because you and Ted are also part of curating this night. So thank you for being a part of it.
I mean, I turn up and drink wine and enjoy the evening. The hard work's done with these two, so.
Yeah.
But thank you.
That's anytime. So for those of us who don't know, how long have you two been together? And it does say here, don't do the prison joke again, Kev.
11 years we've been writing together. 11 years. Yeah, there we go. 11 years.
And how does that partnership work?
So it started off as a show I wrote that, Teddy's basically a massively better musician than me, so I asked him to write some piano parts on a show because they were really dull and he made them really exciting, and then we realised that actually it worked really well, so I tend to write music and lyrics, Teddy then does additional music and orchestration, but on some shows, if it's slightly more out of my comfort zone, aka jazz or something, I know how I want it to sound in my head, and I can sing it, but I can't then translate that to a piano, and that's where Teddy and I do the lots of more co-writing. So, yeah. Lovely.
And tell us your news right now. What are you working on at the moment? What kind of stuff have we got in the pipeline coming?
So, Teddy and I are associate artists at Mast at the moment, working on an adaptation of, modernisation of Five Children in It with Becky and ICJ. So, Becky's doing script. I just generally... It's dark.
She's
I
over
can't
there.
see where she's there somewhere.
We'll introduce them in a minute.
So we're doing that at the moment for part of the Propel scheme, which ends in March 2025. So we'll be doing something for that then. So that's modernisation, setting Five Children in today. So it's very kind of early stages, but we're working on that. And I'm currently filling in an Arts Council application for another show. So yay, we love Arts Council applications. But that one's about community choirs and health and well-being and singing. So that's cool.
Lovely, very exciting, thank you. So, but we're not doing those tonight.
No.
So tell us about the songs in the show that we're doing tonight.
So this show is a bit of a passion project for me and Teddy. It's a massive actor-musician piece. It's folky. It was inspired by something my granddad said to me about a great aunt, which apparently might not have been a great aunt, and he doesn't remember telling me about the story, but it's sparked the whole idea for the musical, but never mind. Yes, so bit of a passion project for us. We love it. It's a giant show, so I don't think, unless we get very, very lucky, I don't think it will professionally go on as much as we'd loved it to. And it's about female choices over a couple of different decades. So we've got Isabella, who's a young pianist who wants to, the daughter of a reverend who wants to become a concert pianist in the 1920s. And there's a modern timeline, which we're not doing tonight, so I won't go through that, because then I can just introduce the right songs. Isabella falls in love with a travelling family who take her under a wing. She's obviously 1920s, so dealing with all the constraints that were on women at the time, and she gets taken into this lovely, amazing, free and accepting family that kind of exists for people who have nowhere else to go. So it's kind of like a safe place for people that society at that time rejected or whatever, and she falls in love with one of the travellers, and that's kind of her story, which we'll see some songs from in a bit. And the modern timeline kind of grounds it, and kind of we bring that history in. I'm still working on how that works. So, but yeah, so the three songs this evening, and the first one's the opening of Act 2, which is in the modern timeline. So the end of Act 1 is massive and tragic and really sad, and so Isabella runs away because she gets separated from the travelling family. She runs to London to try and make her fortune as a concert pianist, and whilst she's doing that, in the modern timeline, we're in a lovely country pub hearing some really cool folk music, so that's the song that you're going to hear. Second song is very much Unrequited Love. There's another character in the show called Dika, who's part of the travelling family, who is also in love with the same person that Isabella's in love with, but he chooses Isabella, classic love triangle, woohoo. In Act 2, she is separated again from Isabella, so she thinks it's her time to be with this person that she's been in love with for years and years and years. So it's quite hopeful. Whether that happens, we'll see in Act 2. And the third song is closest thing to home, which is sung by Mama Ray, who is the head of the travelling family. And she doesn't have much stage time, but she absolutely just holds the show. She is an incredible woman who is way beyond her time, and yeah, she's the one that creates the safe space for people that don't have anywhere else to go. And the song that she sings is about her past, why she does that, and why she invites people in to be with her. That was a lot of information. I'm very sorry.
That's brilliant. Thank you. So thank you, Steph. I get now to do the fun part of introducing our amazing cast, because the good thing is we like to start with a group number. So we get everybody up. But before we do that, I'll just say, Wait and See, which will be the second song, will be sung by Rebecca, and Closest Thing to Home will be sung by Hannah. But to start the show, please welcome to the stage our incredible cast. Hannah Williams. Rebecca Bailey. Ben Barrow. And Max Panks. Hello.
The flow. Can't keep digging up the past like some never-ending war. Hold back my heart, I can't do this no more. I'm packing my bags and I'm leaving today, going to find the sun far away. Got my mind, got my heart, I'll take them and somewhere hidden in the dark is a love I used to know. Hold back my heart, I can't do this no more. I'll keep wishing that tomorrow came back what came before. Hold back my heart before it hits the floor. Gotta find a way to get my life back on track. Nothing's in my control, nothing but this blackened hole where my soul used to be. Used to be. My soul used to be. It's only now I realize how the world keeps moving on when you're standing still. It's only now I realize how empty a space there is to fill. It's time to walk out the door. I won't look back to the life I had before. Hold back my heart, I can't do this no more. No more. I'm packing my bags and I'm moving on, chasing the wind before you know that I'm gone. tides will always turn. If you face the dark together, then fire doesn't have to burn. So look to the horizon, let the sunlight in. This time will be different, I feel it in my skin. Just wait and see, wait and see, wait and see. When all you've known is shadow, you learn to guard all you feel. But give it time and who knows, he might love me for real. Just wait and see, wait and see, wait and see. I'm closer now than ever before, but don't give your heart unless you're sure. After everything that's happened, we've got the chance to try raising the stakes. No more mistakes, and I will be your sky. I will protect you, I will keep you warm, I will take on the thunder, calm every storm. Just wait and see, wait and see, wait and see.
We're just having a conversation. We're just having a conversation about paper over iPads, iPads over paper. Maybe I should go back to paper. Yeah. I've walked enough winding roads to know the feel beneath my feet of every sharpened stone. Singes on my skin from running through fire, scratches on my heart that got caught in barbed wire. The world isn't always kind unless you follow certain rules. The world is so often blind to a craftsman and his tools. And if you paint with different colors, then your story's foretold. 'Cause we don't all fit the puzzle that the world would have us mold. I tried to live a life within the lines, but that life has cheated me one too many times. I learned in all my years there's no use in empty tears, and my life out on the road is the closest thing to hell I love. The world isn't always blind unless you follow certain rules. The world is so often blind to a craftsman I've walked enough winding roads to know the feel of grass beneath my feet, the feeling of letting go.
Right. Okay. Hello, me again. Sorry. Brilliant. Thanks. Thanks, Steph. It's a good way to start it, wasn't it? I didn't introduce him before because I'm terrible, but luckily he takes over from me for a bit now, so you get good drumming. Can we all give a big shout out for George, please? Who? How many instruments tonight, George? 7 tonight, everybody. He's going to play 7 different instruments to make us all look shit. Sorry. Brilliant. Let's bring up our next writer. I've just forgotten the order. Okay, good. I know. Please welcome one half of Barlow and Smith. Please welcome Bella Barlow to the stage.
Over here, cheeky.
Here we go. Hi.
Hi, hello.
Hi.
Hello.
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 Welcome to Showtime.
Thank you so much.
How are you?
Yeah, good. Lovely to see everyone this evening.
Excellent. I'm going to ask you exactly the same questions because I
Great.
didn't prepare well enough to
Great.
write any more. Oh no, you aren't curating the night, so I don't need to do that one. How your other writing partner, tell us.
Ali, she's wonderul. Yeah.
Brill. How long have you been writing together?
So I think it's quite a cute story, so I'm going to bore you with it
Please
all.
do.
Can I do that? After drama school, I got this random job teaching piano because, I play a bit of piano. It was mostly beginners. And this amazing American woman, like a couple years older than me, in her 20s, walked into the shop and I was like, I'm totally down with this. This is going to be amazing. And she was a playwright. She is a playwright. She's won incredible awards. And we were both enjoyed songs and writing. And the piano lessons sort of started getting longer and longer because the conversations got longer and longer until we decided to songwrite together. So the first thing we did was to write 10 Christmas songs, because who doesn't love, a bit more new Christmas music in their lives? We were like, let's show off what we can do, and let's do a pop song and a jazz song and a folk song, and it's all going to be Christmas. And that's kind of how we started. Yeah. So quick plug, if you do want any Christmas music this year, you can stream our album on all major streaming sites. It's Barlow and Smith.
I believe the website is on the programme.
Great. It's called Christmas in the City. So, just in case you want some bangers this Christmas.
So how does your partnership work? You do the music?
Yeah, so largely speaking, I'm music, Ali is lyrics, but sometimes we switch, and it's quite exciting. It's very collaborative. It's never the same. So it changes a lot, and sometimes it's like me sending her a voice note being like, hey, we should write a song, and it should go like this, and then the next thing is she's written this amazing verse of lyrics, and it all kind of takes shape from there. So it sort of, it always changes.
Cool. So what are you working on right at the moment? What's new?
Well, we have been working on a show for a long time called, life has happened in between. We now have 3 children between us, and that's sort of, 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, with the children, not just the writing. We are working on a show called Vanya's, which is an adaptation of Chekhov's Uncle Vanya. So the Chekhov purists will either love it or likely hate it. But it's an adaptation of Uncle Vanya, modernized to kind of now, set in a dilapidated jazz club in Soho. So we're just completely rewriting the show, basically, because we thought, let's put a spin on it and do some Chekhov. which you will hear 2 songs from that tonight, I believe.
Yeah.
So there's that show. And then we've got a 2-hander, which is from a show we wrote a couple of years ago, but we're now rewriting it, and that's going to be called Girl Boss. And yeah, just a few other little things here and there.
Exciting. Very good. Okay, so tell us about the songs. Do you need the prompt?
Yes, the
tell
songs.
us about the songs that we're doing tonight.
So the first song that you're going to hear is sung by Vanya, the lead character in Vanya's, and it's called Only in Soho. And if you like, it's a love letter to Soho. It's like, darling, you haven't seen it. This is what you need to know. Kind of performance moment, you know, taking us all there. I don't know if we're going to have who knows what it will become, but yeah. So that's the first one, kind of jazzy. The second one, it's called Who You Might Have Been. It's from our other project, which is a song cycle we're writing. You know, write about what you know. We're both mothers. We're writing a kind of motherhoody song cycle. This actually will be a world premiere of this, actually.
Yeah.
It's never been performed to anybody. And it was written in 2021, and it was a kind of real experience that sort of had to be written into a song. So I don't think I need to say more about that. That's that one. And then we've got Trees from Vanya's, which is sung by the character Michael, who's a doctor. Life is crazy, and he is kind of longing for stillness and reflection. And it's, that. But there's also a love triangle, you know, just to layer that in. So that's kind of also happening at the same time.
All the love triangles.
But, yeah, you know, story plots, 1, 2, 3. So those are the songs, I think.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Shall I leave this here?
Just hand it.
I'll hand it back.
Thanks, though.
Can I go now?
You can, yeah.
Great.
Yeah,
Thanks so much.
So, to sing Only in Soho, we have Max. To sing Who You Might Have Been, we have Hannah. And to sing Trees, we have Ben, Becky, and Hannah. That's exciting, isn't it? And then we will have a small interval, 20 minutes. Go drink lots. That'll be good. A couple of announcements while I remember to do them, because otherwise Julianne will shoot me. Please, you'll see there's a QR code on your tables. I will remind you about this again at the end. If you could scan that and fill in a little survey. It's basically, because we got Arts Council funding, we have to kind of prove that we did it. Basically, that's it. If you could do that, that would be very kind. Thank you all for being here. It is really special that you've come down and supported new work. That's really cool. As you know, the tickets were pay what you decide. If you decide, having seen this, and it's probably, maybe I'm being a bit premature, we've only done one writer so far, but having seen this, if you think that you want to pay a little bit more for your ticket, there is a little collection bowl at the bar. Please, if you can, put anything in there. That goes to doing more work like this and kind of keeping this sort of the momentum going. Anyway, I'll shut up now, promise. Right, cool. Please welcome Max to the stage.
Hello. Hello. From Oxford Street to Leicester Square, a little pocket lies. From Regent Street to Charing Cross, the city's greatest prize. Nestled between Chinatown and Theatreland's West End, a place to meet a lover or a dealer or a friend. I think somebody told me once the stars shine up above. I've never bothered looking up. I'm much too much in love. Neon signs, cobbled streets, hidden doors and twisted sheets. Art is life and life is art. here in London's beating heart, only in Soho. Famous clubs, boozy dives, pretty boys and secret lives, immigrants and crooks and queers, outsiders are welcome here, only in Soho. Orchard come alive at night, pricking every appetite, chase the thing you've always sought, character that can't be bought. I've seen wonders in my time, nothing beats the glitz and grime, only in Soho, only in Soho. Skitty bibbidi ba ba da ba ba da boo ba ba ba, skitty ba boo boo. Ba 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 ya 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 da ba da ba da ba da ba da ba 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 su du we be da su ba ba di be da du di 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 oh oh. Watch it come alive at night, pricking every appetite, chase the thing you've always sought, character that can't be bought. I've seen wonders in my time, nothing beats the glitz and grime, only in Soho, only in Soho. Neon signs, cobbled streets, hidden doors and twisted streets. Art is life and life is art, here in London's beating heart, only in Soho, only in Soho.
Maybe you would have loved pancakes, or waving at the trains. Maybe you would have liked football, or making daisy chains. You might have had my dimples, or your father's crooked grin. From time to time I wonder who you might have been. Maybe you would have loved cooking, or given golf a chance. Maybe you would have liked sailing, or taught kids how to dance. You might have been a doctor, or poured customers their gin. I can't help but wonder who you might have been. And who am I? Am I your mother? Each time I try to find another way to explain this feeling, the pain, I can't find the right word for a future deferred. Just a sense of your possibility. That's what you'll always always be to me. Maybe you would have loved sunsets, or maybe that's just me. In every fleeting rainbow, it's your face that I see. It's part of life that some things end before they can begin. I know I'll always wonder who you might have been, who I might have, who we might have been. I will always love you, and who you might have been.
Peace and quiet, shelter, shade, where trouble cease and worries fade. Slender branches that reach to the sky, with deep roots you can grow so high. Wish I could be like a tree, but that's not me. I need to fly, I need to roll, I need to breathe. I write my own melody, my legacy. I need to push, I need to try, I need to be free. There are people who give and give. What a beautiful team. Wish I could be like a tree, but that's not me. I need to fly, I need to run, in the morning light. I think of all the little birds that take flight. I watch them fly to and fro. Why do they come? Where do they all go?
As I said, folks, we'll now have a 20-minute interval. Go enjoy yourselves for 20 minutes. We get enough drinks from the bar. Well, we get more. Oh no. I do this. We have no money. On that note, this is the point in the show where Teddy lets me get on a little bit of a soapbox. So apologies. It's not very long, but I walked into that one. All right. Writing musicals is hard. Feels like the wrong thing to say after the last joke, but still. Turning up here with your babies and handing them to us, particularly, is super scary. You've heard that you're going to hear and have heard world premieres here, so you guys are in a really exclusive club, which is really exciting. I don't know about you, but like I get to do this. I get to sit and listen to all of this. I've been listening to it all day, and I'm sort of like, wow, how do we get to do that? But doing this sort of thing is the only way that writers get to find out if what they have written works. I'm hoping the writers in the room agree with that. It's like you can write, and you think it sounds great, but until it's out in the world, you really don't know. So that's why we do it. We have to nurture new writers. We don't get Toby Marlowe and Lucy Moss without supporting grassroots. Those guys were doing events like this a few years ago, and Six didn't just kind of come out of nowhere, and they need to have stuff like this and producers who believe in them and want them to do exciting things for them to progress. I would love to see a world where the West End is full of exciting, brand new musical theatre. And it doesn't have to be musical theatre, but just new, brand new theatre. I get that we have to sell tickets. I really get that we have to sell tickets. But I don't think having pop stars write musical theatre is the way to do that. Artist-driven musical theatre writers know the art form and dedicate themselves to it. Operation Mincemeat is on its 10th extension. Cable Street is opening again in London. Unfortunate is coming to the Mayflower. Benjamin Button is back on the West End. These are artist-driven musical pieces, and it's so exciting to see them. British writers are great. Please, continue to go and watch their shows. Please, that's all you have to do. Just go and see them. Show producers that you want to see new work, and they'll put it on. It's as simple as that. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for supporting brand new British musical theatre. Yeah. On that note, let's welcome our next writer. You've seen him already, funny enough, but he is one half of Barrow Ireland. So please welcome to the stage, Mr. Ben Barrow. Whoa, you're throwing me off now. I don't
Wrong way round.
Yeah. Sorry. It's going to be even worse than it was when I was that side. How are you?
I'm alright, how are you?
Enjoying yourself?
I'm having a great time, and I've really enjoyed your motivational speech just then. It's great. How brilliant.
Thank you very much for performing as well. It's been a delight to do that. Now you've got to do your own work.
Yeah, scary. Seeing my own stuff. What?
Absolutely.
Yeah, cool.
So, same as we've said to everyone else, tell us about your writing partnership.
Yes, so I met Lucy, who I write with, when we went to GSA, Guildford School of Acting together, which was about 8 years ago now. Actually, 8 years ago this weekend, we started at GSA and we met. We became really good friends quite quickly, and we soon discovered that we both had the same kind of shared love for music, for musical theatre, for kind of starting off, we'd take pop songs or whatever songs existed and want to arrange them, and we did some of that work together, and then we found ourselves very quickly writing our own stuff. The first thing we did whilst we were at GSA was to kind of take a film that we both liked and see if we could write some songs that seemed to fit into that narrative, which we thought was quite successful. We then could never do that because we could never obtain the dramatic rights for the film.
Damn, they're copyright.
But hey, we binned it and moved on, so it's fine. But yeah, we've been writing together for 8 years since. We're now on to our fourth full-length musical together. We've done, like we did during lockdown, we did quite a few like virtual choir videos as well together, and yeah,
They're genuinely really good. Check them out. They're brilliant.
yeah, and that's kind of it.
So how's the partnership work? 50-50 on the middle, or are you?
Partnership work. So we both do all of it really. There was no real music lyric book split. With the way that I tend to describe it is that Lucy then has kind of all the ideas and just throws them out into the world, and I catch them and write them down. Basically, that's kind of what happens.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, and that's how it works, and we work really well. Lucy, I think, writes some of the best melodies I've ever heard. Like, I genuinely think she's a fantastic melody writer, and I write, I think, some of the hardest piano parts that Teddy's ever heard. Sorry.
He's not panicking. It's fine.
No, he's totally fine.
Okay, so what are you working on right now?
So at the moment we're redrafting a show which we wrote during lockdown, which was called From Here, which was a song cycle about beginnings and endings and kind of what we aim more towards in our experience. So that had a really successful run at the Chiswick Playhouse in 2021. We got lots of very good reviews, very good feedback from that. So we've kind of been looking at that and kind of adapting it to give it a little bit more through line, a little bit more plot, a little bit more narrative, and we've renamed it 10 years from now. We've changed the title. Oh,
Yeah, that didn't confuse me when I was writing the
I know,
play.
sorry about that. And we're now framing it through this idea that it's 5 people at various points in their life who are going to a job interview, and they're asked the question, where do you see yourself 10 years from now? Which they answer in their various ways, and we kind of see snapshots into their lives. So whilst there's still songs which show snapshots, there's no linear narrative as such. It's more kind of connected to that idea of where do you see yourself in 10 years, and it's the moments in your life where that question is called into question, if that makes sense. So that's kind of what we're reworking on at the moment. And then we've also started to write a new show. I say new, we've been working on it for 18 months, but it feels new because we've written half of Act 1. Called, well, at the moment it's called Ava and Elsie, and that is the story of a 12-year-old called Ava who moves with her family to a new town and ends up living next door to an old woman called Elsie. So Ava has a reputation for making people smile and for making people happy. She's well known for it. People always tell her, keep on making people happy, it's what you do really well. Elsie does not have that reputation. She's very closed off from the world. She doesn't want to invite new people and new things into her life. So when Ava meets Elsie, she decides to make her project. And the musical kind of asks the question, can we make someone else's happiness our project? And also kind of explores the idea of intergenerational friendships, the power of social media when used for good, and all that sort of stuff. So we started writing that about a year ago. One day I just had, I don't know, I think I'd been to see, what's the Pixar film that came out last year? I can't remember. Elemental, that's the one, Elemental, which I thought was a great film. Some of my favourite films are Pixar films, and I was like, I want to write a musical which feels like the story is a Pixar film. You know what I mean? Like, it's a musical which draws on the Pixar storytelling techniques, but with shock. And then I just vomited this story out onto a piece of paper and we started working on it. So yeah, that was that really. Yeah, so those are the 2 things we're kind of working on at the moment. And
Amazing.
it's keeping us busy.
Yeah. And you've got a submission for a certain thing coming up very soon, right?
Yes, we are pitching Ava and Elsie for Beam next month.
Yeah. Good luck. Very good luck.
Thank you.
With that. Right, so Tell us about the 3 songs we're doing today.
Yeah, okay, what order they? Yeah, cool. So, the first one is not from either of the 2 things I've just talked about at all. In fact, the first one isn't really from anything anymore. It's a mashup of 2 songs that we wrote actually quite early on. I'd say we probably wrote both of these songs 2017, 2018 in shows which we've moved on from, moved past. One of them was the one that we had to put at the beginning because we couldn't get the rights to it. And the other one is just one that we shelved for a bit. We put them together in this little mashup for a concert during lockdown, a Zoom concert during lockdown, and thought we'd dig it back out for tonight because it's quite pretty, but isn't from one of those 2 shows. But yeah, I think me and Max are going to do that one. And then the second song you're going to hear is from 10 years from now, formerly from here, which is, I can't just say 10 years from now, I have to say the previous title. One day that will stop. Maybe not. Which is called After You, it's the penultimate song in the show as it stands at the moment, and it's kind of I think it probably speaks for itself, but it's kind of the end of that cycle of beginnings and endings, and exploring kind of how you learn to move on with your life when something completely changes how you think things are going to progress. And then the third song is a song from Ava and Elsie, which is it's the first time that any of this musical has been performed out loud in public.
World premiere!
It's never happened. In fact, I'd go so far as to say, so me and Lucy have never been in the same room whilst writing this song. So she's recorded a demo of it, but until today I'd never heard it sung out loud before. Ever. So it's pretty cool. And this song is kind of halfway through Act 1 in the show, when Ava has finally made a tiny bit of progress with Elsie whilst talking about her history with ballroom dancing. So Elsie is telling Ava all about that she used to go dancing and reminiscing on old times, and it gives a glimmer of hope to Ava that she can make Elsie happy again as she sees her break into a smile for the first time. So that's where that song comes in that show. I think that's it.
Lovely, thank you very much. So, as Ben said, start off with Max and Ben will sing I Still Believe, Make Your Life a Dream. After that, Hannah will sing After You. And then She Smiled will be sung by Rebecca and the rest of the cast. Surprise! Enjoy.
Sometimes we wish for more than we've been given, for life to be more kind. Someday we might not find much time for living, so we fall a step behind. But no one said we have to do this on our own. Each person's battles are their own to fight, and it may not be tomorrow when you get to see the sun, but you'll get there soon, I promise. Just hold tight. It's all right to cry. You're allowed to lose your way. It's fine at any given time to just not feel okay. Just keep sight of the superhero you once dreamed you'd be. And if today that thought can't see you through, remember that I still believe in you.
melody, a simple passing smile. You settle for a while, but still your questions lead to questions, your wonder turns to fear. You wake up and the mist conceals, it slowly disappears. Your path at once comes clear. And though you may feel frightened, though you may feel all alone, and though your footsteps lead you sometimes miles away from home, the answers all are out there, as distant as they seem, and the people who help you find them are the people who can make your life a dream.
And though you may feel frightened, though you may feel all alone, I know your footsteps lead you sometimes miles away from home. The answers all are out there, as distant as they seem, and the people who help you find them are the people who can make your life a dream. It's alright to cry, you're allowed to lose your way. It's fine at any given time to just not feel okay. Just keep silent on the superhero you once dreamed you'd be. And if today that thought can't see you through, I still believe in you. 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 Remember that I still believe in you.
And the people who help you find them make your life a dream.
This one's really hard. As the actress said to the bishop. Sorry, not the right context for that. Sorry. It's a very serious song, but no, this is really hard, so I'm sorry if I get it wrong. I flicked through some scrapbooks, pictures from when we were younger, just the other day. We both got mum's good looks, and you were full of life and wonder when you smiled that way. Now I find myself back in this room, like the day that I swore to myself I would wait by the door, so that I could remember you only as you were before. But I had to say goodbye, and one thing caught my eye. How could you still look so full of life, with life no longer in you anymore?
just a little different. But as if you might sit up and say my name, and in your peaceful silence, it was almost like you said, let me go and go and live your life again. And for the first time then I really knew that I'd have to learn to live with after you. It's like it wasn't real until I saw you lying there. I don't know if that moment was a blessing or a curse, as I saw for a second memories we never shared. But who knows if ever getting a goodbye would have been worse. And it's nothing like the show you on TV, but being in this room's brought it crashing home to me. Everything in place, save for just one difference, that not one of us can quite put into words. And in this stony silence, I took time to say I love you. To this day I often pray you might have heard. And the world around me changed to something new, with absolutely nothing I could do except for make it work and muddle through and learn to understand life after you. I can make it through the day, but I never can forget. There's so much more to say.
wish that someone could have filmed what I think I've just seen. She smiled. It was just me and her, and she smiled at something I said. She smiled, and she spoke more than I've ever known. She smiled. It was tiny at first, and I saw it grow and spread. I finally think she might feel like she's not so alone. I've seen lots of smiles, but they've always been quite easy. Freddie'll break every time I say anything at all. Mum and Dad are just proud, so they're always really cheesy. And sometimes strangers smile just because I'm small. But this smile means that she trusts me. This one says that I've done good. That Elsie sees what people back home must see. That I'm helping people like they said I should. If the world is always turning, then how can I stand still while the clouds keep moving through the lovely sky? She smiled. It was like she remembered the joy of all of those years. She smiled, and I saw all the darkness make way. She smiled, but I know that a smile can quickly disappear. So I've got to work out how I'm gonna make Elsie's smile stay. I think my next step should be some big grand gesture to let Elsie know that I've listened and I understand. Something that even my dad will see has impressed her, so that he'll let me keep going round just like I've planned.
If the world is always turning, if the world, then how can I stand still?
And she smiled, and now I can feel like we did before we moved away. She smiled, and I smiled back so wide. I'll never forget how she looked sitting there, like she always does in her favorite armchair, with her eyes a bit bright and her face all lit up like a child. When she
Whew. That was special, wasn't it? That was a world premiere. That's exciting. Right, we've come to. Oh God, hang on. We've come to the last writer. Unfortunately, Matt can't be here tonight, which means that I have to do the slightly unprofessional thing of reading what he sent me on an email. So if you bear with me 1 second. Oh no, it's worse than that. It was on WhatsApp. Cool. Where have you put it, Matt? Oh, there. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so yeah, sadly, sometimes our writers can't attend, and therefore we try, and I'll try and do my best to explain a little bit about Matt. He's amazing, lovely. We did get to FaceTime him today, and he has had a chance to watch some of the rehearsals, so that's really cool. It's a good opportunity to say as well that this whole show is filmed, and the writers and the performers always get a copy of that, which, again, hopefully the writers agree, is kind of the really valuable thing from this show, is that they get to then use that material to go and approach producers and say, look, this is my work, this is really exciting. Which is why we get quite nervous about not screwing it up. Anyway, let's talk about Matt. So, Matt started composing in the pandemic. He wrote his... sorry, he's like... Oh, good start, Kev. Matt started composing in the pandemic, writing his first song cycle, Now or Never, for the Barn Theatre in April 2021. Since then, he has joined Birmingham Hippodrome's new writing group and has been a finalist in the Styles and Drew Best New Song Prize. His first full musical, Unbound, premiered at Birmingham Hippodrome this August, a concert of which is happening in London at Hoxton Hall on the 27th of October, which he'd love everyone to come and see. We are doing 3 songs from Matt again. Has he put them in the same order? No. I'm going to read them the way he's written it. He didn't know the order. Only a Moment is from a rom-com adaptation he's not... This sounds familiar, man. Only a Moment is from a rom-com adaptation he's not allowed to tell you the name of. Miles' song is from Now or Never, and Only You is a standalone duet from his debut album, Whatever Happens Next, which you can stream wherever you get your music. That's all he's given me. Anyway, these songs they're really lovely. We're really excited to perform them. It is a shame that Matt's not here to hear these amazing people do it. Well, no, it's all right. I thought I was about to drop that down the translate. So, tonight we have, first of all, we have Miles' song that is performed by Ben. Then we have Only You performed by Rebecca and Max. And then Only a Moment, which will close our show with the whole cast. So, but I'll probably jump up before that and say some thank yous. Anyway, thank you very much. Please welcome to the stage Mr. Ben Barrow.
Same routine, tied to a desk, giving life to a screen, overworked and underpaid. Want a smile that you can't find, finish it off with a suit and tie, so you can lie in the bed you made. Oh, there's a stranger in the mirror I missed yesterday. It's time to wipe the wasted time I had lost. Time to be the boss. No more shaking hands, making laughs and kissing ass. Running a race that's made for rats. I won't be another casualty. Taking a 14-hour shifts. Remember the weddings that you missed. Take a stand and save your sanity. Oh, there's a strange exhilaration coming over me. No time to overthink or second guess. What if I'm right where I'm supposed to be? What if I leave and change my mind? What if I'm left with less than yesterday at the end of the line? Clarity. I see my future lie ahead of me. I see the life that I'm supposed to lead, and it's not over yet. 7 days, and then a baby that feels worlds away. 10,000 minutes that can't go to waste. Whatever
you what, that was a workout, that last one. Right. Yes, normally I would do the thank yous after this one, but we'll do it now so that George can get himself set up. We need to say a huge, massive thank you to, first of all, to Stefan Becks, who are our partners at ACJ. Also, probably ought to say a big thank you to the Arts Council, who have made this entirely possible. Please also, can we give a massive round of applause for the staff here at the stage door? Can we also say a huge, big, massive thank you to Jonathan, who's been doing all the sound and lights for us. He was dropping in a little bit last minute and he's done a stunning job. Thank you again, Jonathan. I think it's time to thank our incredible cast. Please, will you give it up for Rebecca Bailey? Ben Barrow. Panks and Hannah Williams. I now get the opportunity to thank this gentleman here. Please give it up for George Stowe. I can tell him, this, ladies and gentlemen, is instrument number 18. How old is it? It's
3 months.
3 months old. George has been playing this for 3 months. Yep, he makes us all sick.
It's either going to be that or the cello playing that does so.
No, genuinely, it's beautiful. It's really, really amazing. Thank you, George, for so. There's a lot of work that happens in the background. George is a major part of. Again, we get. But this actually, to be fair, this particular show, all the writing that we've had has come in pretty much fully formed. We've had lots of all the parts and all that sort of thing. Often we don't necessarily get that because it's brand new. It's wet ink essentially. And George comes along quite often and goes, "I'll write a part for that on one of 18 instruments," and sometimes 3 of them. Why not? So huge thank you for all the work that you do behind the scenes as well. And then we come to the the most important people in this room. Can we make a lot of noise now, please, for all our writers? Amy's and Clements. Barlow Smith. Barrow Ireland. And Matthew Harvey. I would like to extend a massive thank you to Julianne from here, from the stage door. She is another one of the producers on this, and she does a hell of a lot of work behind the scenes as well. Thank you so much to her. My name's Kev. He is Ted. And now we present to you, what's the song called? Only You. And now we present to you, Only You.
So much, only you have shown me what it means to feel alive, to feel enough. Only you, the calm within the storm, the light on the horizon when the darkness comes to call. You to heal my broken heart and break my fall. Only you.
Only you.
Yet still I hear you calling through the emptiness. I'm afraid I won't rest till I'm here, safe in your arms, the colour and the calm. I won't rest till the deep in the sea, to shine, to nothing till the shade from moonlight. I have good times. I never dreamed the words could be so much. Only you to keep me surviving. Here in my heart, I swear I do. Only
Have a team?
the smell in the air after the rain is all it takes to take me back there. Your eyes hiding mysteries. Are you in pain? Are you in love? What's behind? Everybody's holding something. Everybody's holding on.
Sound of a subway train, taste of dream child, holding your hand, we're a family.
The night that we met,
Things were
talking on the
fine.
phone for just a little more time.
Everybody's holding something.
Everybody's holding on. It's only a moment. Frame in my mind. Fragments of yesterdays I can't leave behind. Only a moment. It's always the same when everything changes. The moments remain.
moment, a frame in my mind, fragments of yesterday. Everybody's got a yesterday.